Hello, my willing beings. BearfulBubbles here, and welcome back to the Bear Cave. We are on part 16 of Disco Elysium. Let's get right back into where we left off on the last episode of episode 16. These hooligans are trying to steal Kisaragi's carriage van, so let's see what they talk about.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Skulls. Now there's a strong organizational title.
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
My goodness.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
You know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future, just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Aren't there more skulls in Martinites? Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you part of the skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
Why would they accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
I don't want to see nothing.
You'll see for sure once we're in. It's the last thing you'll ever see before the void consumes you.
Sure.
Throw him off his game.
A threat? Good. I like those.
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Hey, there's no need for that. We're just talking here. Joking too. Stay light, man.
Yeah. Didn't you cops, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
Yeah.
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Oh.
Yeah. We're not fucking kids. And we're also not fucking confrontational. The mood is chill here.
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much...
I didn't ask
Don't
you
you
that.
worry about...
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Who are them? I think. Yeah, who are them?
You don't know?
Nope.
What kind of cop are you?
Not the one that knows gang. Actually, the one that has lost his memory.
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
Of course I do. I'm just testing yours.
The Skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertnay.
Besmatine, or the Besmatine, the Immortals, are West River Sholian crime syndicates.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their nonverbal modus operandi.
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Shut the hell up.
Murder? Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. it was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
No fuck around.
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Ah, this sounds like epistemology, a field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself.
Exactly. How can one know shit? For example, how can one be sure that there truly is a body hanging behind a hostel?
What if it's art? Or just a mere specter?
Maybe it's true. The hanged man is merely a prop in a performance. We are the audience, and the artist is hiding somewhere in the dark.
We got time for this.
So what do you think we know?
Let's with the jackets.
What about them?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though, you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone.
What? It's gonna make me mad.
Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious.
Right.
Sticking your dick into the void.
Oh.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point.
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss.
What?
The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message. What I mean by this is, we are all piss and
Oh.
that the world is inherently meaningless.
I don't know about me being that per se.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow. Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops?
Yes? Leather jackets adorned with immature writing? The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. I'm not a fan. What are you implying? For what? The concept of getting dressed is familiar to me, but wearing jackets like these isn't appropriate for an RCM officer, unless he's deep undercover. Neither. Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements.
Hey, clock it, Kim, clock it.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
It sure is.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
Oh, my bad.
It's not
Oh, shit.
Besmetak.
The nastiest
Possessing an infinite amount.
They usually
Ah, I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Alright, time to go. Because you know what to do. We gotta call these people anyway.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a
Alright.
radio microphone, a pull-out tool.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence? No field autopsy necessary. What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes? Any information on the library card? Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else? I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you? I'm afraid they're closed. It says
Oh my
here
God.
that the library is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay.
We should try again during business hours.
Of course, Kim.
Anything else, Detective?
Nor.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a
Okay. So we got more suggestions. No, hold on. Suggestion and empty is kind of like hand in hand. So either way, we got empathy already good, so we need to do suggestion. Yeah, Sonya, and that's it, right? I think that's it. This thing won't let me do it like oh yes it will. No, it won't. Alright. Is that old boy? Let me stop.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous. I am. So are you. What brings you here?
It's the sports.
I knew I was gonna fail.
He's a sports guy.
No, he's
all
not.
about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Yeah, one more for composure. Ugh, okay.
You did? And how did you like him? Ah, shoot. Why not? He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean. A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return. To his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know. Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
Does that mean?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess. It is. On Sundays. Hmm? What about me, gendarme? Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer? Really? Well, I look forward to that. Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions. Nothing. That I didn't see anything. What friend? No, I don't think it came up. Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types. Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece. Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear. Just reporting back whatever I was telling him. Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese. Sure. Anything else on your mind? Oh, a committee. How interesting. And if I may ask, Gendarme, what is this committee about?
He's all bemused skepticism. He doesn't actually care what you want with his friend.
God, of course it is. My friend is always trying to convince me I need a little more responsibility. As though I don't have enough going on already. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. We don't talk about everything, you see. He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course. I guess you will. Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Alright. Okay, these two coppers are back.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
The hell up, Kim, who is this?
I'm not getting involved in this.
Kim said, ho. What about her?
Yes. What is it?
No, never mind. Kim said, you ain't gonna get me.
Hey, was there something you needed? Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes?
Alright, I'm not paying my bill because we live somewhere else, so kiss my ass. Get my ass.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod. Acknowledge.
Okay, anyway. What else do we need? Okay, let's talk to Titus again and see if we can get anything.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Oh, Lord. Alright, Titus. Can't do that. I mean, ain't no more.
Rowan in the far corner.
Him, he did it.
Standard working boot. Steel reinforced. Size 41. In the middle. Heaving and wheezing.
Oh,
Big
he
guy.
did it.
In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds.
The fuck is with you, fella?
Shut the hell up talking to me. Okay.
Again, just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan. About fucking time.
Don't need to tell them shit about that. I don't need to do shit about that either. So I'm gonna take off. You can go your ugly ass back over there. Not really much. She probably not gonna tell me shit. Looking at my damn nerves.
I've got nothing to
Shut the
say.
hell up. Okay. You got nothing to say, dumb B. If you're a lawyer, you got everything to say. What the hell is he doing? I don't think he... I'm gonna figure out.
No. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. Then you are in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers union. Maybe more than that. The union clearly wants a piece, not just of the industrial harbor, but the Wild Pines Corporation itself.
Is this a strike then? Or the first shots in a workers' coup?
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the union rarely overplays its hand, as it appears to have done in this case. Strike, coup, revolution, it's brigandage, however you parse it.
You feel something rising through you, a familiar feeling, an opinion taking form.
Ain't that okay? We should find my bad. We should ground the workers into fine paste and feed them to the pigs. We should ground the owners into fine paste and feed them to the pigs. With this little foreknowledge, I am unsure which side to grind into pig feed. Decision must ferment in me. Also, nationalism. I don't think grounding one or the other side into Pittsburgh would do anyone favors. I am really, really smart. I spent the last 20 seconds deciding which to decide to ground into Big Feet. Why, you are right.
When I said we have to navigate community matters, I did not mean we have any say in them. I meant we should be careful. If we are not, the shit will blow right in our faces.
From an imaginary fan.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
They only give us a little dialogue, but no, you little dude's still over here. He has any new dialogue, maybe?
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind? It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
You have tattoos too, sir. Kind of suspicious.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Maybe you should. Cops don't get paid much and the hours are long. Plus, you can get shot. Why not?
Why not?
The RCM is a self-managing organization that operates on donations. We promote our own leaders. It would be like striking against your own mother. Okay, but do continue. You were asking about the strike?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They know what's up. Precise demands and so on. They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior. Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
I'm okay, man. Just the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct. Damn, it's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
Alright. I know who he is.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Let's not do that right now. She said not to fuck with it, so I'm not gonna do it.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
No problem.
We're negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye. This stuff, they already covered. Never grateful. Were we ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece. All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast RAWR. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman. I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish. He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
Not you, you would like to say. But then there's that weasel door. This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
Sure thing.
This was great. You feel mentally reinvigorated.
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? That's so. I haven't heard anything about that. But if that's true, well, he was an enemy combatant. He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He believes the Hardy Boys could have done it.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus, now, what can Everett Clare do for you today? Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here. We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I helped you get the body down. And I'm helping you find your gun. I'm not a jealous guy. What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go. He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left. Harry! I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals. Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Yes, please, Harry. Feel free to speak your mind or ask me anything. If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
It's a fortress. He knows she can't get in here. He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
Yes, yes. My best men are tracking it down. Some kids saw some other kids running away with it. Some folks said a paranoid schizophrenic might have it. Leads are being checked, Harry. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale. Is it the words paranoid schizophrenic and lost gun in one sentence? Don't worry, it's just a lead. It'll probably turn out to be nothing. Mr. Dubois.
Container, container,
The lyrics, the accent,
container, container. Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
the lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard. Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister. Oh yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then, too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No sir, those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes I am, yes I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone. Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so. Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off. I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow.
Okay.
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who, no, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there with your questions.
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this Miss Beaufort?
Alright. First time I heard her name.
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am. Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Oh?
Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
Law school? Could she be talking about the union fixer, aka the gardener?
Looks like it.
I'm not sure what a fixer is, but she is a real nice girl. Smart as a whip, too.
Telling the gardener you know her name might throw her off.
Yeah.
Perhaps something to consider later.
Great. We're having more stuff to do. Because I was like, I don't know what is next. But going to Everett seemed like it was a good idea.
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht. Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done. Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags. Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together.
Manana.
He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad. Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
What the hell up, Q?
Bye-bye now.
We got that from this little man. Alright, so we have more things in dialogue we can get from these folks.
Los Ardis? They're sort of like...
Is he actually comparing you? Come on. He's just trying to keep the peace.
Why not? Must be nice being something else for a change. The rest of us are just folks.
Okay. And go from there. Know your name, Dumby.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time? I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes, in the way she stands, in her face. You caught her off guard. Push her some more.
No. Talk to Titus.
Yeah, she just keeps saying the same shit. No, anything we need to look at? Oh yeah, we need to look at that sape. Oh, the seep. Let's see.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence. The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Borscht need more
Vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
Yeah.
He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he stirs the brew.
I wonder if that would come in our favor later. Okay.
The mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. He smiles and nods enthusiastically and, chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup, then hands it to you.
Alright, got some more stuff. Okay, so another thing for Sonya the programmer, I'm assuming. Okay. Let's go. Alright, sing. I have to go up on stage and sing or something. Goodness, I don't have a gun, because I'll be pointing it at everybody in this game.
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak.
Yes, what is it?
Easy.
Finally.
When her research is done, she can move out.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
She thinks about it, a glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery.
All right.
Oh, my bad.
Bring me the game's offside copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself. Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady. Good. Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. The filament is inside the fridge. Just go and get it. In the giant ice bear fridge.
Yeah, I didn't listen to
I
that.
just told you.
Yeah, I'm done with
it.
it.
It has red glowing eyes. It's impossible to miss. You just need to get the offside copy from the ice bear.
But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying...
Wait. A note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory? Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Suliswov Jawiza. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep, and the Valley of the Heads. Like it would have made a difference. The offside copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous. And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you? Thanks.
Valley of 1,000 Heads. You like the sound of that.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
Why don't you go do it?
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means. Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil. It doesn't emit. It receives. You sound just like her. She started praying when she first saw my reign. Turned to higher powers.
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic. It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
She's making it extra simple for you.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
Hold on. If it's called an off-site copy, then why is it still on-site?
Oh god, not this again. It is not on-site. It is in the basement. Perfectly safe and not connected to the front at all.
Basement? Sounds like it's technically still on-site.
Right.
And no, taking it outside the building wouldn't have protected it from the data loss. There's nothing wrong with keeping the backup in the basement. What happened was a freak accident that has nothing to do with how the backup was stored. We clear? Thanks. And here's my Qualsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offsite copy, then you can keep the Qualsund.
Yes!
The legendary Kvalsund multi-tool. This is Prybar version 2.0 for professionals like you.
Yes?
Nope.
Thanks.
Right. Hey, we getting somewhere. Get that, please. Ooh, look at that. I can knock somebody out with that. Okay, let's help her. Then we can help the what them little kids called. Help them with whatever
The
they
mother
need.
of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting.
Alright. Let's go. I got a big ass, yeah. Alright. Now you gotta go all the way to the other side of the Sith to get her this damn nerdy shit that she want.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting. Ice squeaks beneath your Kvalsund multi-tool, but your fingers slip away from the tool. The lid shutters tightly as before. And it's already unplugged. There's not much else to do other than wait for it to defrost or bulk up and get stronger. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance,
Oh Lord, okay.
only the red cable is plugged in somewhere. A machine hums along with the... This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream.
So if you turn it off,
Two
it should
cables are
defrost.
plugged into the brick. Something close.
Very smart. Opening the lid should be much easier after.
Yeah, okay. So and that bear freezer don't got a damn thing in it.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
Good question. It looks like
Yeah, we
I
already
know.
did that.
What is even?
The fridge,
Good question. I
shit.
know. What is?
the fridge,
Alright. Nothing else to see in here. So we gotta wait for the Let me try it.
Yes, what is it? Yes? This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or thanks.
Alright, defrost. I'm trying to defrost it, but like, what else more do you want from me, ma'am? Oh, shit. Oh, they're back. They weren't here before.
Tequila sunset. Wonderful. In that case,
Hold on, let me see what I got, to be honest with you. Okay, so we got blue medicinal spirit. Could kill somebody. So we're gonna go with it. Alcohol. Alright.
tequila, wonderful, classy.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Oh, Lord.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George, but around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual, a founder slash junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I call a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane. 22 full-time employees, an all-star team, a potentially historical set of individuals. Worrying about them often kept me up well into the morning hours. It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit. One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
His eyes are your eyes.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see. At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly. It was a day not unlike this one here. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass. Ouch, indeed. Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key. I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office. I rang my neighbors' buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best. Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this. So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
Let's see. Wait. Is that it? I feel like there's some steps missing. I'm also homeless myself. Doesn't seem so bad. Look on the bright side. You got one of his story. Guys, all this is your own fault. There's this black point in the world. A hole. Sorry, claim an entire commercial ever. Maybe you're another one of his victims.
This would explain a lot. I always believed it wasn't my fault that I ended up homeless on the beach with these two bums.
Not him calling them bums.
God bless them, though. I'd be alone without them. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one. Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass, but somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
That's it.
A lost jacket. Sounds like a mystery you could look into.
My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room.
Oh.
Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
Sounds intriguing. What say you, Articot? If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
Well, you know, sex sells. That's the first rule of advertising. Maybe you're right. Who knows? Maybe we were behind the curve? We were fucking rich, though. That much I know.
Not rich no more, though.
What? You've never seen 100% lycra before? Go on. Feel that primo material. Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly.
Good God. It's nearly impossible
God
to
damn it.
describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having touched it. Randomized trials have also found lycra, TN, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers, so you also have that to look forward to. And then there's the smell, but you don't even want to think about that.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them any time. My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like.
Hey, Tequila! You want to buy some speed?
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
A gurgling sound comes from the direction of the non-responsive man.
And yeah, you're already acquainted with abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together. Tequila, It's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my Lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila? Yeah, exactly. You're here to serve, right? If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean, maybe I was up by the boardwalk, or walking along the beach, or checking out the abandoned fish market. Somewhere north of here, that's for sure. You could ask around, see if anyone's seen it. I'm all ears, Tequila.
Alright. Tequila is on. Oh, wait for autosave. Tequila gotta wait for autosave. Now, Tequila is off to. What he say? I supposed to be going. Oh, yeah. This must be just jacket up here. Stank a booty jacket.
Tequila Sunset. Ah, Tequila. I knew you'd come through. That's fucking great, man. What's that supposed to mean? Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy.
I know, tell
What am
you.
I supposed to do with this?
Wash it. I don't fucking know. What do you expect?
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards. Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in.
You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing.
We don't got time for this. Alright. How the hell are we supposed to... How the hell are we supposed to wash this dirty jacket?
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound. It's probably...
Kim, I'm not trying to talk to you.
Our tenant, the place, I can wash it for you. But it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Sure.
No.
Oh.
We must run around ceaselessly. It would be torture to stay put.
Oh, okay.
I could use a breather before another rainy day begins.
Yeah, right.
Well,
I mean, wait.
hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner.
No, I'm giving it right back to the owner that made it filthy in the first place. Thank you, ma'am.
Tequila Sunset. My jacket?
Yeah, the one you had me clean.
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
The fuck are you talking about?
Rosemary, what the fuck is Tequila talking about?
Oi, that's the jacket you stole 2 weeks ago. From the kid who was making it with his gal on the beach.
That's disgusting. I've never done anything like that in my life. You're both delusional. Found. That's medium concept stuff.
Bruh.
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys, business, friends, and girlfriend.
Oh, Lord.
I'm calling it. It's neurological.
Right, like, if you don't get this goddamn jacket...
You know what?
Shit.
Fine. Maybe I can pawn it for some booze.
Shit.
Aye, good thinking.
You about to make me mad. Alright. Not a total loss, right? Got a whole bunch of shit. Alright. So we got that done. At the very least. It's only 11 a.m. Holy. She probably won't let us inside no more. Oh no, she let us inside. I with him, I'll be smacking the fuck out of people with it. Oh, what the hell?
Looking for
What the hell?
You could push him by asking him to show you the soles of his boots.
Let me see the soles of your
He
fucking
definitely
boots,
looks like
bitch.
someone capable of a lynching.
Let me see.
Been admiring the stompers, right? For sure, I can demonstrate them.
You bastard.
On the bottom of the man's boots, you see an intricate tangle of treads with no immediately discernible pattern.
What the hell?
It's Revachol.
Boots like that.
Custom made. Cost me a pretty penny.
But why?
You'll see when the time comes, officer. True patriots carry Revachol in their very souls.
Okay.
Technically, you're stomping on Ravachol every step you take.
Right.
I know you people don't understand poetry.
Okay. She's being racist again, but it's alright.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
What the hell she say? Wait, is it time to call the, cause it's between 10 to 6, right? It's still AM. In the AM, so we should be a good time to call him.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers. Oh,
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
I'm looking for any information that you can provide on Billy Majon, a reader.
Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
Thank you, very good, sir.
Yes, hello, are you still there?
Yeah.
I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright?
Yeah.
No phone number, unfortunately.
they're too poor to have a phone line.
Yes, home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
What the hell?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
You know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day. Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Good. You have a name now.
Okay.
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
Do you know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Marie described to me what the husband looked like.
Marie? She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
Okay, thank you.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Bye-bye.
Anything else you need from me?
Nope.
57, over and out.
In the cabin, you see
Alright, so we got that. So we gotta go to the apartment. Here we go.
A weathered brown door. The number reads 20. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
You're right. Let's talk this through. We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Yeah, that must be tough. Because you gotta tell the family member or the person that's associated with this deceased person that they're no longer going to be hearing from them again. One moment they're there and one moment they're not. It's a weird concept, but most people know of the concept than it is seemed to be. Like, nobody thinks about the situations beyond that. Like, this person had a family. This person was somebody to someone. It's a lot to think about.
Dad, just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Hello?
Yeah,
Who is
Lee.
it?
Where are they?
The police. A moment, please give us a moment. Come in, the door is open.
She said, come on in. And what the hell we finna? Look indeed. Sure enough, sure enough. Don't run, okay? Take it slow when exploring the apartment. Be respectful. Okay? I'm not finna run. You ain't gotta worry about it. I'm gonna be respectful. I'm finna look and shit. Hello, detective. Hello, ma'am. Cheerfulness. Posters of contemporary pop stars adorn the walls. A text for high school mathematics, trigonometry mostly. Oh yeah, don't run, don't run. Be respectful. Windows covered in old newspaper clippings. Can't they afford curtains? Hello, ma'am. Give me 1 second. Thought Billy was a man. It turns out Billy is a female. Some leftovers kept warm on the stove top.
It's you from the book stand.
Yes, it is I. Oh, I remember you.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink?
Yeah, give me something
Tea,
to...
lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here. Condensation from stepping inside.
I get that all the time. Especially when I go outside. I'm like being in a car or something like that. That's when it usually happens. And I'm like, ooh, I can't see Nathaniel.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
Keep it together. You don't want your body language to tell her the news.
Sorry, I'm rambling. It's just that Victor often gets into all kinds of trouble. So, how can I help you?
How about some small talk before you break the news?
How have I been? You're not here to discuss me. What is this about, officer?
Can't write a scene without knowing the actors. Ask more. Get comfortable around her.
People got to eat. What is this about? Why are you suddenly asking me about my cooking? It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters, Jenny and Jolie. Jolie is 16 and Jenny is turning 18 next month. The girls are staying at their friend's place tonight. And Victor is out.
She swallows visibly.
He has a problem with drinking, and so he disappears every now and then. He's probably in the parks drinking with his friends. I sent him to the library a few days ago, but I guess something came up. Oh, it's in Jamrock. The one at Mayrow Street. I don't know the official name.
Central Jamrock Public Library?
I think, yes, if that's the one on Mayrow.
It is.
No, I guess I'll find out when he decides to come back home. It shouldn't be long from now. He's never gone for more than a few days. Just to return a book of mine? Why? Why all those questions, Detective? Did he... I think it was, Thibault's The Glinting Curve? It was pretty good. His old leather jacket. It's just your average brown leather jacket, but he bought it as a teenager, so... No, well, the lining is hand-sewn. It's blue. I tried to make the thing more weatherproof since he's running around with it in the middle of winter.
Because we don't want to make it too obvious, asking obvious questions like, oh, being specific because you want to break it to her, like they want to break it to us slowly.
She folds her hands across her chest.
Uh-oh, my bad. I didn't mean to do that.
I don't want to.
But we have to.
I don't want to do this.
Do what?
Officer.
Too late. You ruined it. Just say it now.
It's your fucking fault. You're the one failed. Hold on. You're the one failed out of... Ooh, 10. Oh, wait, hold on. I can't see it from that. Out of 4 points. You could have got 4 extra points with 7 modifiers, bitch.
Excuse me? What?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Couldn't say any.
She's in pain. She's in so much pain. And so are you. Your
Weak
chest
bastard.
is burning.
We are very sorry to inform you, but your husband, Victor Méjean, was found dead this morning on the Martinez boardwalk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. But he was just...
I understand that this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. We are very sorry for your loss, man.
What happened to him? Tell me.
Yep, you said tell you.
And you just found him there? Lying in the cold? How long had he been there?
It's hard to say.
She doesn't reply. Her eyes well up with tears as she struggles to keep it together. You hear the clock ticking in the children's room.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
Unreal.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
Yes.
All right. I'll call them.
Because I need to know expeditiously.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
For God's sake, lie.
Lie? How we supposed to...
And who should I contact?
He was taken to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number, in case you want to contact him earlier. Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still a bit...
Again, if there's anything we could do for you, then don't hesitate to call the RCM, ma'am.
She just nods, distant and inconsolable. The bed springs rattle beneath her as she begins to shake. These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon to a scream.
I'll take it from here. Thank you.
We should step outside and talk.
Kim, you gotta say you disappointed to me. Okay, I guess couldn't do it, sir. There you go.
So, the death notification. It's alright, don't worry about it. I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased. That's it. We should get. There's not much we can do for them anymore, I'm afraid. And, officer, I've seen worse. This wasn't the worst I've seen, okay? Now let's go.
Not my best friend being reassuring about my feelings. Alright. And it is time to be done with this gameplay. Thank you guys if you made it this far. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and press it to all notifications. That way you don't miss a single thing that's coming out of this channel. And I do really, really appreciate it, guys. I really do. This is episode 17, 18, I think. 18? 18, 17. Whatever. You know, I don't even keep up with the episode. I'll make sure it's the right episode number when I do the editing and stuff like that. But, as always, bye-bye.